Hello to you awesome people out there. I'm Chris and I make bookish content in this channel. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe because that helps me in growing this channel. This is a random October wrap-up video where I talk about the books I've completed reading in this October month. The month October has been very great for me because I successfully read 5 books in this month of October. I hope you also reached your TBR list for this month. I was not able to read many books in September, August and July, and I'm so glad I read 5 books in this month. So most of the books that I'm talking about in this video are the books that I've already talked about in my last book haul video. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll give you the link in the description. Go and check out that too. So without any further ado, let's get started into this video. So the first book I'm talking about in this October wrap up is Language of the Heart by Tulsi Gogineni. So the best part about this book is the mother tongue of this author and my mother tongue is same. So this book is about a girl named Nandini who lost her parents at an early age and aspired to become a doctor. This book talks about her journey, how life made her to go through difficult things and how her parents virtually been with her. And another best part about this book is it is such a tiny book and you can read this in an hour, and it is beautifully written. The writing style was very easy and newbies can pick this blindly. Next book in this wrap up is I Still Think About You by Arpit Vagharia. I Still Think About You is a story of two brothers, Amir and Dhruv. They lost their parents when they were kids and Amir brought up Dhruv. Now Amir and Dhruv both live happily in Mumbai, but suddenly life throws a tide of loss, guilt and pain in their lives. Though this book has been the bestseller and brought Arpit Vagharia a good reputation and following, but I was not that convinced with the story because it was very much easy to tell what happens next and the ending was very much predictable. I'll give this 3 stars out of 5. I personally don't recommend someone to read this book, but if you're gonna read this, no one stops you. Here comes another book that I loved reading and enjoyed most in this month. It is none other than One Night at the Call Center by Chetan Bhagat. This book is about the night in a life of 6 people who are friends and work together in Connections Call Center, having different life stories and different problems in their lives. So the funniest part is that night they get a call from God. So this is the most interesting thing in the plot. I enjoyed reading this thoroughly. I wasn't that convinced with the ending, not the ending, the epilogue, because that wasn't as convincing as the story was. And leaving about that, entire book was very much fun. While reading, I merged into laughter and it was enjoying. Here comes the most inspiring and thought-provoking book that I read this month. It is none other than The Legend of Lakshmi Prasad by Twinkle Khanna. I have also reviewed this book in my channel very recently. I'll give you the link of that video either in the description or on the iCard. So go and check that too. Coming back to the topic, this book, The Legend of Lakshmi Prasad, is a collection of 4 short stories which concentrates entirely on feminism. This book was very much thought-provoking and very much inspiring. I have clearly explained about all the 4 short stories in my review, and the 4th short story, A Sanitary Man from the Sacred Land, had also been adapted to a film named Padman featuring Akshay Kumar, Radhika Apte and Sonam Kapoor. So I haven't watched the film, but the story was very much great and it was a real story. So one must read this book, and the writing style is also so much easy and very much beginner friendly. Here comes the another beautiful book that I've read. It is none other than the Aristotle Andante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Ellery Sons. I completed reading this book at the end of the September, but still I wanted to add this in this video. So I've also reviewed this book too on my channel. I'll give you the link either on the iCard or in the description, and go and check that too. So this book had been written very beautifully, very mesmerizingly, and you just can't come over it once you read it. Last but not the least, Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. As you can see this bookmark, I haven't completely read this book, only few pages left. Please don't curse me for adding this book without reading completely. into the wrap up. So far it was been very beautiful. It was beautifully written. I picked this book just because I read Fault in Our Stars before. So after reading Fault in Our Stars, I decided to pick more of John Green and bought this book and An Abundance of Catherines, and started reading An Abundance of Catherines first, but that got me into the reading slump and then I couldn't continue it and I stopped reading it. And then now this month I picked this book and it was very beautiful, and it turned out to be the very beautiful experience reading this, and so far it was very nice and also easy to read. So these books were my October reads and I enjoyed all of them, and October was been a very good month regarding reading books. I hope you all reach your TBRs in this month and enjoyed your readings. I hope you all reach your TBRs next month, November too, and I will let you know about my November TBR in my next video. If you have liked what you have watched so far, make sure you like this video and also consider subscribing to my channel. Share this video with your friends. Tell me about your October reads in the comment section. I'll meet you all in my next video. Until then, bye bye.